Come to me, feel alright. Just dance with me all through the night. Turn it out, close to you. I feel good, 'cause I just know feeling of you. Give it to me, baby. Feel alright. I feel good. Just want you step with me, dance with me, here with me, feel alright. I feel good on you, alright. To make a groove all night. Close your eyes, come to me, feel alright. Just dance with me all through the night. Turn it out, close to you. I feel good, 'cause I just know feeling of you. Give it to me, baby. Feel alright. I feel good. Just walk your step with me, dance with me, here with me, feel alright. I feel good on you, alright. To make a groove all night. Feel alright. I feel good. Just want you step with me, dance with me. Feel alright. I feel good on you. Alright. Make a groove all night.
All right. Hello, hello.
Close your
I'm sorry that last stream I like unexpectedly ran out. I I had quite the day yesterday. I had quite the day. But I want to get stuff done. I really wanted. I'm gonna bring you up a little bit here. I wanted to get stuff done, and I didn't get as much done as I wanted to yesterday, and that's fine. So I'm gonna tell you all about everything that happened. But we're gonna draw. There we go. All right. I also need to bring up my reference because I was kind of like I quit in the middle of this panel, which I was in the zone for. I was very ready to work on it. Okay. Let's do some of this here. And I don't think we're done with the sketch, so we gotta keep sketching a little bit. Okay, so I went to take a quick break, right? Because I was like, all right, I'm gonna just like quickly use the bathroom, keep going, keep cooking on this piece I'm working on, right? Totally intending to come back and just have nothing. Nothing that out of the ordinary. Okay, nothing out of the ordinary. And then I get a call from the wife. Okay, and I'm like, huh, that's weird. This is a weird time for her to call. She wouldn't normally call because she's at work, and this isn't like her normal lunch break time. But I was like, oh, let me just quickly pick up this call real quick and see. I already took a break from stream, so like I can just quickly see what's up, make sure everything's okay, get back to stream. And then she goes, hey, did you buy a watch? And I was like, no. She's like, you didn't buy a watch from Amazon? And I was like, no. What are you about to tell me right now? And she's like, you might want to check our Amazon account because there's a watch that was just bought. And I was like, okay. I was like, let me hang up. Let me take a look really quick. And so now I'm like, oh crap, what's about to happen? Go to check the Amazon account. Arriving that day were two watches, two like Garmin watches, okay? And they're like $1,000 each. And so my credit card got charged like $2,600, like more than $2,600 for these watches that were arriving. And now they were arriving in my name, but they weren't arriving at my address. And it was an address actually fairly close to where I am. So I was like, what the hell? Like, why are, like, I like struggle to like figure it out because the, one of the things that I like to joke around a little bit about is like scammers and stuff. I think it's a little bit funny, but I'm pretty like I don't know, like well informed about that kind of stuff and like how to avoid that stuff. I've never gotten scammed. I know that like not everybody's nobody's immune to it. Also, what happened to my text down here? This is like gone. Some weird stuff's going on with the overlay. But so anyways, the Amazon account shows that there's two watches for $2,600 being charged to my credit card and being sent to like basically like somebody really close by, like almost a neighbor. And I'm like, what the hell? So I call Amazon and I'm like, hey, I didn't place this order. I don't know anything about this order. This isn't my address. This isn't a friend's address. I'm not gifting this to anybody. I need to know like what's going on and if you can cancel this and like refund me. And it takes them a while, but eventually they do. And after they do that, I'm like, hey, like they're not gonna arrive at this address, are they? And they're like, no, they're like, they haven't made it there yet, even though it's scheduled to be delivered. They shouldn't get there. I'm like, okay, cool. Because at the very least, I'm like, if somebody like hacked into my account, like whoever did it had to have some like pretty, I don't know, like they had to be pretty good, and they were like, certainly did not do any kind of like social engineering, which is the most common way to hack people, is just by like tricking people into giving information. And I was like, what the hell? So they didn't do that. They like actually like hacked into my account in some weird way, shape, or form, because I hadn't talked to anybody about it. Haven't had any like compromised passwords or anything. And obviously I like logged out of stuff and like resecured my account and stuff, like all the basic stuff that you should do when something like that happens. But yeah, basically I was like, as soon as I saw that stuff, I was like, God damn it, like I gotta end the stream early. I gotta like I just gotta do this now, because I was on the phone with Amazon, so I was like, I'm waiting a while for them to like figure it out. And it takes them a while, but eventually they do. And I think it's like a weird scamming thing, because like I don't know, like they haven't made it there yet, even though it's scheduled to be delivered. They shouldn't get there. I'm like, okay, cool. So I call Amazon and I'm like, hey, like I didn't place this order. I don't know anything about this order. This isn't my address. This isn't a friend's address. I'm not gifting this to anybody. I need to know like what's going on and if you can cancel this and like refund me. And it takes them a while, but as much as I like want to be professional about the stream, I'm like, you know, there's nobody here right now. Like, I can just end stream and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. I can just explain it later, and it'll be a funny story to someone. But so they say they're gonna refund it, and so like now I'm like, okay, how long is it gonna take? And they're like, it's gonna take like a week. And I'm like, okay, so like in a day, I had somebody order that. They immediately placed a $2,600 order, and now I'm out $2,600 for a week. That's so sick. Like, I love that for me. And then basically by the time that was done, I had to go to that art market. So I set up for this art market, and it was like a cool vibe. It was a cool looking market and stuff, but I just like, it wasn't profitable at all. Like the booth, I didn't make up the booth fee. And the booth fee was kind of pricey for what it was. And like, I got to meet some cool people, but it really wasn't like a whole lot. So I was pretty like hopeful for that one, and it just didn't turn out too well. So I'm really hoping that the one that happens today goes better. But then I'm getting home at like 11. It was also kind of like in a weird, sketchy part of town. Not weird, really. It's just a sketchy part of town. So like, I had to like stay a little bit extra, not long, just a few minutes extra. Not that I'm complaining about this, but like some weird people in an alley, and like some girl was like, hey, can you like stick around for a second as I like finish putting my stuff away? And I'm like, yeah, of course I can. But you know, there's like, I live in the city, so it's like there's a guy like being in the alley, and like, I don't know, like, I'm a guy, so like I totally understand that like it's not the same for me as it is for other people, but I was like, you know, I think the guy just doesn't have a place to go, but I get why you'd want me to stick around. Like, that's no problem. But oh man, like I guess it wasn't a whole lot of things. It's just that like being out like $2,600 for a week, because that's how long it takes banks to process their refunds that happen literally that same day. Like, oh my god, what year are we living in, man? Why is it taking that long? But oh, just not a good day yesterday. Not a good day. You know, I guess like part of it too was that I was working on this. I was enjoying working on this. This panel was the one I was looking forward to. And then I didn't even get to do it, man. So now I'm behind here too, you know. Just so many little things where I'm like, oh. This is not how I planned my day. But here we are. We're back. Today's a different day. And we're still doing our One Punch reference panel here. I didn't like that very much. But yeah, I'm hoping for a better day today. Although, so like, I thought the load-in time was a little later than it is. It's like 30 minutes earlier. 30 minutes later than yesterday's. So it does still mean I gotta end stream early regardless, but obviously not as early as I did. Not as early as I did yesterday. As long as, you know, and I've been paranoid too. Like, I'm gonna check it right now, but I keep checking my Amazon account too, just to be like, oh, nothing's been ordered, right? Because the other thing that's really weird is that, like, I didn't get any notifications about it. And I guess my wife only got some shipping notifications. But yeah, I don't know. And it kind of bothers me a little bit too, because I'm like, how is, like, I get some really stupid things flagged sometimes as being like fraudulent for my bank or like, you know, all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, how is a $2,600 purchase for two of the same watch going to an address it's never gone to, and it had only my first name on the like label? Like, how is that not flagged? I'm like, we just don't, we're not trying anymore in this world. That's a shame. That's a shame, man. We just really ain't trying. But whatever, you know. In a week, I will have lost nothing but some time. You know. So there's no point in getting too upset about it, but it's just ridiculous. But you know what? On one hand, now I think my wife is much more convinced to cancel Amazon. So that's cool. That's cool. I honestly, I wish that you could just have like, well, I don't know if you can. Maybe you can. But I would love to just have like Prime Video and not Prime. Because I do use Prime Video. I feel like it's the easiest platform to like rent a movie if you want to rent a movie. I feel like a lot of the other ones, like, we briefly had Apple TV for a small amount of time, and their selection is shit. They don't have anything. Obviously they have like I already forgot, Severance, right? Yeah, Severance. And Severance is good, but like, other than that, they really don't have much. They have a few other shows that, like, maybe if they're your taste, you might like them or whatever. But in general, I think, like, of good shows out there, there's not a whole lot out there for Apple TV. But we were exploring because we were like, well, what do they have? And then we noticed as we kind of, like, got deeper into it, we were like, oh, there's a lot of stuff on here that we thought was on other platforms. But everything there, it, like, in typical Apple format is like, oh yeah, you can watch this on Apple TV, but you have to rent it, and also it's $11 to rent it here. And it's like, what the dude, this is like a $2 movie that you could rent anywhere else, like, for $2. And like, it's from like 1982. Like, why are you charging $11 to rent this movie right now? You know, like, I think it's a little silly to like rent movies for that much ever. But I kind of understand if you're like renting it and it's like a brand new movie that it's that expensive. Like it's basically still in theaters. I get it a little bit, you know, because you're kind of paying for like the movie ticket. But yeah, I'm like seeing stuff that's like old as hell. And I'm like, dude, why is this $11? This is ridiculous. And I say Apple TV because I think Apple TV is probably the worst one. But there are other platforms that will like let you rent stuff, and it's just like stupid expensive for no reason. And I would say this is like, oh, it's one of those like situations where like Prime is just undercutting everybody else. But I'm like, dude, it's streaming movies. Like, if you've already have the functionality built in to stream movies, like, there's no undercutting going on here. You know what I mean? It's like you're just, you chose how much to put this movie up for, you know? So, I don't know. Oh wait, that's not, what am I doing? That's not one of those. He only has like 2 of those. This should just like go all the way through. Alright. Yeah, so that's my Amazon story. And not the story of how I once worked there like everybody else would say. God. You know, I hope I live a nice, happy, fulfilling life never working for Amazon. But I can't say that will never happen. I can't say that. That's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate. Even just saying that out loud on stream might have compromised any opportunity to do that. But you know what, man? Like, they did me wrong just now. I'm okay to be, it's okay to be upset with them. You know, even if it's temporary. They did me wrong a little bit. Yeah, I'm glad I got my money back, or I get my money back. I don't have it yet. But, I feel like that's a pretty obvious red flag that they should not have authorized that purchase. Okay. So, there's a little bit of trickiness with this. So we're gonna work on the speed lines. So we're gonna try to mimic what they're doing in this panel a little bit. Because these aren't, oh man, I don't know what that is, but I'm almost convinced that maybe was what got my Amazon account hacked. I see this random like PowerShell box that comes up randomly during like any program, and it's very quick, and it's kind of horrifying me. I don't know what it is. I've never had this happen. But it's like happened if I play a game, it's happened if I'm drawing, happens if I'm like just browsing the internet. I don't know. All right. This is pretty simple. Not too bad. I don't normally do this kind of effect with the speed lines, but it's fairly easy. It's fairly easy. I think we'll just need to add like a level of white to it afterwards. I think I'm gonna continue this a little bit. And then we'll add some way out here as well. It's gonna give the background a little bit something interesting. And we can't do it there, but we can do it here. Okay, get rid of this really quick. It's kind of what we're looking at right now. But I think that makes sense. Just need to add some details in here. Make this feel a little bit more like him. But then there's kind of like this weird shading that I have to like think about with the face. And I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna do that. Because I think I'll have to do some drawing with like white to really get what I want. Because I might have to inverse the lines of what I do, because I'll have to do this kind of like blackout style. I even notice there's like veins on his head. That's kind of crazy. We might have to do something like that. Do something simple. Don't take it too far, you know. I'm gonna avoid the blackout for now. Let me get everything else first. And then we'll kind of figure that out. Because there's a few layers of stuff that I've not done before. So I want to kind of like play with it a little bit. Alright, give me one quick second. I will be right back.
S'il te plaît, sors-moi de cette obscurité écrasante. Montre-moi la lumière, garde-moi dans ton cœur. Je me languis de toi et je monte de rancœur ce soir. Montre-moi la lumière, garde-moi, s'il te plaît, sors-moi de cette obscurité écrasante. Montre-moi la lumière, garde-moi dans ton cœur. Je me languis de toi et je monte de rancœur ce soir.
흩어진 바람의 숨결 가려진 낯선 태양 어디 있는가 외쳐보아도 메아리 정 돌고 돌아와 잊혀진 기억 그리운 향기 애타게 찾아온 이름에 사라져 가시도 찐 맘인 내 영혼 하지만 다시 기억해 바람에 저 노래를 영혼에 숨겨 감춰져 버린 마음에 한없이 잊고 잃어버려도 그때 몰랐었던 날 깨어버린 듯 널 찾지 못할까 내 맘의 숲 감춰져 버린 마음에 한없이 잊고 잃어버려도 그댄 몰랐었던 나 깨어버릴 듯 널 찾지 못할까 내 맘의 숲
Les fleurs de l'ombre, j'attends seul sous la pluie. Ton souvenir est de lui.
de cette obscurité écrasante. Montre-moi la lumière, garde-moi dans ton cœur. Je me languis de toi et je monte de rancœur ce Montre-moi la lumière, garde-moi, s'il te plaît. Sors-moi de cette obscurité écrasante. Montre-moi la lumière, garde-moi dans ton cœur. Je me languis de toi et je monte de rancœur ce
All right. Sorry for the interruption there. Okay. What was I working on? What was I doing? I'm on my details layer. I'm working on these wings. That's what I'm working on. Sorry, I had to explain my situation again to somebody else. But, it's all good. It's all good. There's no problems here. There's no problems. I think the wings would actually be kind of more like this, though, right? That wings are kind of interesting because they have like essentially like really weird long fingers. I don't need to get too detailed into it or anything, but I want to be a little accurate. I think I was talking about, oh, let me turn this down. This is so loud, right? What am I doing? There we go. Okay, so I think I was talking about the market today. It's an interesting one. Okay, that's what I'll say. Because okay, so first, the communication's been a little bit weird. Because, like, oh, wait. Is it just Clip Studio that's frozen? I think. What's going on? Is it my... Oh, sick. Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought my tablet driver died or something. Okay, so I got into this market. I paid my fee or whatever. And, I'm getting some emails regarding like unwrapping artwork and how they provide like these wood panels that you can take in order to be a part of it all or whatever. And I'm a little confused because I'm like, what? This is the market I signed up for, right? What do you mean I gotta like provide art? And I guess it's an optional thing. They were having another event the same day. Okay. And you could like take these wooden panels and unwrap or like put artwork on it, and then people could pay, like they would donate to what is it called, to like, I guess, unwrap the artwork and see it, that they were gonna unwrap it all on the day of the market. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's cool. It's just like really confusing communication. And I could tell it wasn't just me. Okay, I don't think what I'm doing is correct. I could tell it's not just me that was a little bit confused, because somebody, instead of hitting reply, hit reply all on the email and was basically like, hey, I'm really confused by this. If this is what you're asking me to do, I'm not gonna come to the event because I'm supposed to be vending. Am I vending? Can you like confirm this? And obviously I don't know what the correspondence was, because they probably just hit reply instead of reply all. And there's an email that got sent out too about like just what to expect, you know, when loading times are, all the basic stuff. But somewhere in there, they're like, by the way, around this time, there's gonna be a pole performance. And so it might be a little loud. And I was like, what? What? I don't know, dude. I've been to a lot of markets, okay? I've been to a lot of markets. Not necessarily sold or worked a lot of markets, but I've been to a lot. And I feel like I've never seen some of the crazy shit that I run into at the markets I walk to, like, look around and shop at, versus the ones that I go to. Because I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you're stopping the market for a pole performance? What? I don't know. Like, I have nothing wrong with, like, pole performances. Like, if that's what you like to do, all power to you, man. But, like, at an art market? Like a holiday art market? Like, if it was kind of, like, a little grungy and maybe, like, a little bit, I don't know, like, what would you call it? I don't know, you know, I've seen like advertisements for like erotic art markets, you know, those exist. And I'm like, that makes sense if you're gonna have something like that, you know, festivals like that. For sure, like, go for it. In fact, I think that's a good idea, if that's the kind of vibe you're curating. But from everything I could tell, I was like, this is very much like a artist market. It's focused on like art, and it's focused on the holidays. So I'm like, what the fuck? What are we doing, man? Whatever. I mean, I'm gonna deal with it, and I'm just gonna be happy for him and not complain or be weird about it. But I'm like, this is just something I've never seen before, and I have no idea what to expect. 'Cause it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I got nothing more to say, you know? It's like, there was an art market that I was at where there was a dude like skateboarding, and he was juggling like bowling pins, dude. And I was there for that. I was like, that's weird as hell, but I think that's sick. Like, this guy is cool, you know? So like, I'm here for some of the weird stuff, but I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes you gotta like really think about the vibe. Like, I thought the event might have like kids there, dude. You know, so now I'm like, maybe it's not. Maybe it's like a 18 plus event or something, and I didn't realize what it was. But I'm selling my art there now, so no going back at this point. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like some of these smaller events just don't know what to do in order to like make themselves stand out and be unique and get people to come, and they will just throw whatever is gonna stick at the wall. You know? So, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows how it'll go? Maybe it's a big hit, man. I could be wrong. I'm not one of these marketing professionals, so I don't know, man. Just so many weird things going on right now with me, man. I'm just like, can I live a normal life for like a little bit? Is that okay? Are we allowed to do that? I don't know, man. You know, getting. I had talked to a friend about that whole like Amazon hack, and they're like, oh, you know, because I don't know if I mentioned this, but like those $2,600 worth of watches that were ordered off my Amazon account, they were being shipped to somebody close by, like in my neighborhood. And he's like, dude, like maybe somebody like stole your mail and like social engineered an Amazon worker to get into your account or something. And I was like, oh man, I kind of hope it's not that, because if it is, they might have stolen other like information and try to open like credit cards in my name or something. And now I'm like, oh, I gotta go like looking around to make sure like nothing else was stolen, nothing else is like happening with my name, because I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, you're so annoying. Why are you steal from somebody with money, man? Like, come on, steal mail from the mansions, man. Go to the rich neighborhoods. Don't come here trying to steal mail, dude. What are you planning on getting, man? I don't know. Some crazy era of my life. Oh, you know what? He's got like nails. He's got like pointy little nails. He got his nails did. Forgot about all that. Oh man. I need somebody to just like just pay me for the art, man. Pay me for the art or pay me for the fart. One or the other, man. I gotta quit dealing with some of these weirdos. I'm just trying to make an honest living, man. Come on. I don't really, I'm not gonna get real political or anything. I just want to say I don't really agree with like the whole, as somebody with not a ton of money right now, I don't really agree with like sending people a bunch of stimulus checks for what seems like no reason. But I will say, if that does happen, I gotta make sure I got an art market lined up right then. You know what I mean? I gotta be at one right when that drops. I gotta time that right. Oh, what a wild time, man. What a wild time. Okay. So, at least in this reference panel, he does also kind of have like the dark shadow there as well. So I'm just trying to figure out like I wanna make sure that like the style of it is so pointed at this panel, at the reference panel, so it's very clear that it's a reference to or an homage to it. He's just such a different body shape that it does make it a little bit hard to like fully do it the same way. But I guess honestly, I think even if he was the same body shape, I think that I wouldn't do the pose exactly the same if I wanted to do like an homage like that. I feel like that's what's cool about I guess it actually makes things a little bit easier for me. That Cannibal often has varying body shapes, and more than just like fat versus muscle, it's like anatomy is also like very different. That I have to account for some of that stuff. And that kind of means I can just like take the pose a little bit, and because the character is already different enough, it's gonna force me to change a lot about the panel itself. Because I feel like if he was the same body shape as Saitama, like you can't swipe it fully like that. Then it doesn't feel like an homage and just feels like a swipe for the sake of a swipe. I think it would make more sense to just like reference it maybe in the style, but maybe not the pose. You know, you can't pull everything, I don't think. Granted, like when it comes to style, like let's just be real, I'm not nearly as good as this guy. He's insanely good at what he does. And as much as I love drawing, man, like I'm really passionate about the story itself. That if I had some artist do it, I forget what his name is. I'm trying to remember, but it's escaping me. But if I had an artist like him come up to me and be like, "Hey, I'm willing to like redraw your story and make it like really good," I'd be like, "Hell yeah." Honestly, just having anyone work with you, like there being no, well, not no color, but like nearly no color in the majority of Cannibal. That's just time. I would love for it to be colored, but like I think the reality is like I'm not gonna be able to do that unless I have a colorist. You know what I mean? All right. Yeah, I feel like the guy who made One Punch really hit the jackpot. Because the original was just like not very good. And then somebody was just like, I love your story so much, I wanna draw it for you. It's like, damn, that's crazy. Alright. I'm gonna hit save, and I'm gonna try to go for the blackout parts of the face and the body. Okay, I hit save and it crashed. So we're having a great day. Having a great day. Okay. Also, did I? No. I don't know what that was. It's reloading. It's reloading. Fingers crossed. Okay, so it didn't fully save everything. If I open this up, wait. Where is my file? Where's my file? I'm trying to open the full set. Let's go in here, and maybe it's floating around here somewhere. Let's see this. because it was saving, so I don't know if it's saved farther along than the... How can I do that? Yeah. Okay. Do this. No, this is about as far as it saved. Okay. We saved this time. Sorry. The detail on the tentacles did not save, from what I can tell. I think it's most of it, though. I think it's most of what was lost. This is a little more than that. And I got the wrong brush. There we go. I don't think it's ever happened to me on this computer. When just kind of making a normal drawing. I've had it happen when doing like some really crazy stuff that I probably shouldn't have tried to do. But never really had that happen. Just because I was saving. So that's like not my favorite thing to see. But maybe that validates my, what I was talking about yesterday, where I was like, oh, I need to be Mr. New PC. Because I think this one's just like dying on me. And I was seeing it like do some pretty bad stuff yesterday. Oh man. And like today, you know, I did the typical thing, dude. I'm the typical Gen Z, Gen Alpha thing. Maybe even like millennials do this too. I don't know. But like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have myself a little snack. While I eat this little snack, let me just put on like YouTube or something, you know? And I had something on, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna give myself like 5 minutes for this video, and then I'm gonna start stream. And I'm like maybe 2 minutes after saying something like that. This is looking like poo. Maybe like 2 minutes after I like said that to myself, the whole PC crashed. And I was like, oh, that's like really cool. That's like awesome. And like, I wanted that to happen actually, and I just didn't know it. So I restarted the PC and I was like, I guess that's my sign to start streaming now and not wait the 5 minutes that I was gonna wait. Yesterday, because I said I was doing something yesterday, but that was actually today. But yesterday, I needed to like my internet like plan like had rolled over, and usually that means they charge you like $60 more for the same stuff. And somehow, some way, you just can keep upgrading and paying less. But then if you don't catch it, you know, they'll charge you more. And Xfinity is, by God, one of the worst companies to ever exist on this planet. I've had a lot of internet providers, and they suck. I hate them so much. I hate them so much. Not necessarily because the internet they provide is so bad. It's because they're just, like, they're evil. They're just evil as hell, and I wish I didn't have to use them. But I do. And, like, their website just, like, doesn't work with Chrome. And I didn't really realize that until, because I had tried to cancel it at some point, and then I think I had, like, prior obligations, and I had to stop and, like, leave. And by the time I remembered that I was supposed to do that, I had already been charged a month. And so I was like, well, I don't want that to keep happening. But every time I log in and go to like check my plan, look at new plans, upgrade my service, anything like that, it would just be like, sorry, doesn't work, buddy. Sorry, why don't you stick it where the sun don't shine. And I'm like, dude, what the hell, man? You're an internet provider and your website just like doesn't work. Like that's, we're reaching levels of incompetence that we didn't know was possible, you know? But anyways, I tried it with Firefox. I like try to see if like maybe it's the browser or something. I don't know. And they just don't want you using like Chromium based browsers, dude. It's crazy. I guess that's not really my computer. Well, it is, because also during that time my PC was like crapping its pants. It was like freaking out that I had opened any kind of internet browser. I don't know, man. It's like I don't like I'm not the type of person that actually loves to just like start fresh with like a brand new PC. I hate it. I hate it because there's so much I want to do to like I don't know. I've done a lot of custom like little things and like some settings and stuff, and I forget what they are all the time, but I know how I like my PC. And then when I get a new PC, I'm like, oh, I gotta go through this process again. And what's worse now is, so I'm using Windows 10, but you know, now it's not really supported. And I think like whatever the next PC is, I'm just unfortunately going to have to learn how to use Windows 11, which again, it's not like it's a brand new thing, but what is brand new is, you know, the bloatware that they put on, how to remove it. You know, it's like now they're trying to put AI into your computer without you knowing it, you know, and I'm like, Jesus, like, do we really have to? Like, I already thought it was bad enough because I remember I had used a Windows 7 and a Windows 10 PC, or sorry, a Windows 7 and a Windows 8 PC at some point, and like I had kind of figured out how to get rid of like all the bloatware and stuff like that. And then 10, I had to do the same thing. And I felt like by 10, I was like, damn, they're really having you like, you shouldn't be on the internet when you log in. You shouldn't, or for the first time, right? You shouldn't be, like if you want to get rid of Cortana, you got to go through a lot of random little workarounds and stuff. And I'm like, why did we ever even have Cortana? I don't know. Cortana was like the most, I don't know anybody that ever even used that thing at all. You know, it's like even the people who weren't as like antsy to get rid of it, it's like, what did it ever do, man? Like, I still can't tell you what Cortana did because I don't know anybody that used it, man. And I thought it was like really annoying how you had to get rid of it. And now I'm seeing how you have to get rid of like AI off of Windows 11 PCs now. And I'm like, what the hell, dude? Like, are we really... I mean, thank goodness that there are people that are deep into software and willing to share the easy workarounds and stuff. But it's like, man, I gotta memorize more stuff. Are you kidding me? So annoying. So annoying. Alright, I'm gonna try to save and see what happens. This is where we were last time, so. Whoops. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Oh, and I gotta bring in my reference too, because now the reference gone. It's crashed. Alright, bring it in. Okay, bring it in. Okay, it's not gonna bring it in. Come on. There we go. Guess I can't bring it in with my pen. But we're gonna do the blackout. And we gotta figure out how we're gonna do that. Alright. I think also... Oh no, yeah, Clip Studio is it's a little frozen. I'll wait before I try to do anything. But I think I have to do it on a separate layer just to be extra safe. And if I need to access some of the details later, they'll be on a separate layer. And maybe I can just invert them. We'll see. Okay, I think it's good now. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, and I gotta hit that with the all caps. So we're gonna see how this works. How this is gonna look. I feel like it does have to go past the eyes to make sense too. It does kind of like slightly go past the eyes a little bit. So I actually think this won't work. It's gotta like end over here. And we gotta like round off the direction that we're going in. And I feel like the brow is a really natural spot for it to like curve in like this. You know what I mean? The brow and the nose. We're gonna keep that. And honestly, doing it this way looks so much better. I can't wait to get this printed, man. It'll be sick. It'll be cool. I hope at least, you know. Okay, so now I think from here, you can kind of like do something like this here. This will kind of be blackout. And then we'll do something like this. We'll kind of keep it going a little bit so it feels like it's going pretty deep. Some lines that go a little deeper, you know? Okay. I'm just trying to like really follow the shape of the form. Okay. He does kind of go to the edge on this one. So I'm not trying to shy away from that either, but I don't think I need to do that totally. I think having a little bit that kind of like shines through as like a bounce light maybe would be kind of cool. And then yeah, we just keep this. I didn't like how I did that. I messed that up. Oops. How do we feel about that? I need to get rid of the under. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the right vibe there. What's up, kitty? You want to say hi? Yeah? I wonder if you could hear that. She just made the cutest little meow. What's up? Yeah? You wanna come up? You wanna hang out? Come here. Come on. I don't know. We'll see if she comes up here. She might not. Sometimes I wonder if she thinks I'm crazy. Because I sit here and I'll talk to myself for a while. Alright, I think I want to do a similar thing like here. Come on. Come hang out. She's such a... Well, I guess cats are. I was gonna say like prissy cat, but you know, cats are kind of prissy. There you are. There you are. Hello. Hi, sweetie girl. Here, maybe you can see her if I tilt it down a little bit. Hi, sweetie. Oh, yeah. Hello. You like hanging out when I draw? Oh, you're so needy. You got brushed last night, didn't you? Yeah. What's up? Oh, we're so lucky to have such a cute, sweet kitty. Yeah. Oh, she's going for that keyboard. She's going for the keyboard. Keyboard's like under the desk on like a little tray. On like a little pull-out tray. What are you doing? Your belly is sagging. It's just hanging, it's just resting right. Ooh, what did I just do? Oh, you're like holding stuff. Okay, she's like holding control or something. I don't think I wanted to do those last few lines. Ooh, hi. Ooh, she's gone. She's gone. It's just me now. It's just me now. What a sad day. What a sad day. No more kitty. Ooh, not that. Is any part of the... Nah, he's totally away from the fist, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do that. I think I'll figure it out on my own. I have to do something that he's not doing there. That's okay. Alrighty. This is such a fun panel to study. It really is. Okay, just making sure it's looking right. Okay, got one fat roll done. Go for the next here. But I like how it looks. All right. I'm so much more happy with this character introduction than the old one. It just feels right. It just feels so much more right. Okay. His chest is not super darkened like that. So we have to kind of like go a little easier on it. But Forb is not as bent over either. So I feel like it's okay if mine's darker than what Saitama's looks like there. I have to consider like how round his stomach is too, you know? So it's like, I think at the top it's actually gonna be darker, but then it gets lighter than Saitama and then it goes back to being dark. Ugh, not drawing the right lines. Okay. It's gonna be like that, you know? Maybe even rounder than that. Starts here, maybe. Okay. I think that makes sense for what I'm trying to do here. Alrighty. If we get this done early enough too, we might be able to start the next big panel because the panel immediately after this is also a really big one, as you can imagine by this one here. And it has color. It has color. So that's exciting. First color panel. Okay, this is looking a little ugly for now, but you gotta trust. You gotta trust. This music makes me feel as if I'm popping off. I don't think I really am, but it makes me feel like I am. Okay. Okay, this is what we do. Use a thicker brush to kind of like fill in some of these little gaps here. Makes it feel a little bit more filled in and not so like split up. And then we're going to use an even bigger brush later. Okay, I'm gonna do it the other way too. I feel like my hand doesn't move as naturally this way, but we're gonna try anyways. Alright, bigger brush. Fill in these gaps here. And we might have to use white in order to kind of like place that belly button. We'll just have to do it the opposite way. It's not exactly what I wanted. I'm trying to like analyze it a little bit and really think about what needs to change. I feel like this isn't going that as far as it needs to. That's number one. Even farther. I'm gonna lower my brush though now. Okay. Part of the confusing part is the white part, which will kind of be like interfere with that once I've finished that section itself as well. And then I think honestly just the very bottom of this needs to go farther. Get the smallest brush now. Add those little small lines. At least make it feel a little bit more gradated. Okay. All right, I think we're getting somewhere with this now. I don't like this. Okay. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. It's gonna take some little bit more effort than what I thought. Okay, all right. Darken this a little bit.
Just keep the flame alive inside of you, and there's no need for tears.
And I think that like some of this needs to basically be blackout as well. Okay, all right, we're getting there now. All right. Okay. Gotta clean that one up though. Got it. Okay. I think the wings also kind of want it a little bit, right? Some of this blackout. All right. I think this is what's cool about doing stuff like this. Because, like, a lot of what I've drawn is not coming from any reference whatsoever. But when I do pull from a reference like this, it's nice to have something like the fist, where I'm like, the fist is not going to change much at all. But because his anatomy is so weird, it's so different, it's nothing like Saitama's, there's a lot I have to kind of come up with. And then you have things like the tentacles and the wings, where it's like, all right, there's no guidance here, but you've seen how you've applied some of these ideas to an arm, to a face, to eyes, or whatever. See what you can do by yourself to apply it to wings, to tentacles. And that, I love that, because I feel like that kind of shows that, like, if I can do those justice, they can look good, then you can kind of see that, like, oh, even if I pulled this from a Saitama punch panel, you know, it's like, then you can kind of tell that, like, all right, well, it's not like just a run-of-the-mill swipe. It is more homage. It is more in that vein. And I will say, because this is not to just sit here and like toot my own horn. There are times where I've tried to do that and I'm like, oh, I think I failed. I think I didn't actually get what I was supposed to get out of this study, because when I went and tried to apply it to something that's not in the reference, it didn't turn out so good. So just an acknowledgement of, like, sometimes there's failure. And I think, like, honestly, it's best to just, like, you can try to fix it if you can. But if it's not going well, even when you're fixing it, like, move on, you know? It's okay. You can take the failure and just be like, all right, I have more to learn here. But that should be a lesson that, like, you can do that same kind of thing again. You should try that same kind of thing again and know that you really got to pay attention. There's a lot that you got to, like, focus on here. So, trying to do it over and over again until you just get it. Sometimes that's not the move. Sometimes that's not the right move. Let's keep... Oh my goodness. I got a cough. Okay. I'm kind of contemplating, like, doing a lot more work on this. Like, I could call it done with just, like, a few more steps. Or I could keep adding more detail. And basically what I'm actually juggling here, I'm kind of doing this a little sloppy. I need to focus a little bit more here. Is, oh, I could start on the next panel. I know it won't finish the next panel. The next panel is a big panel. It's a very important panel with a lot of detail. So I know I'm not going to finish it, but I could start it. That being said, I think I'm starting to lean more towards actually adding more detail here. I think I just want this to be really good. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to add as much detail as feels right. And then... it's done earlier than I thought, we'll still finish. We'll still start the next panel. Let's say finish the next panel. It's not happening for sure. Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. Alright. You know, I keep forgetting. This is just a random thought that comes into my mind, and it just came into my mind. So I've done classes where I've taught people with like zero experience how to draw, and they've all been really short. Like, I've not been able to do some like follow-ups or like really be even able to critique too much on like people's actual drawings, which is a shame because I want to, but I'm always limited by time limits that are set by people who are not me. And Regardless, I've gotten good feedback and people have felt like they've improved, which I'm like, that's cool. I'm glad. Because I do really think more people should draw. Like, I feel like the more people that draw, the better it is kind of for a lot of people. Like, I think artists get a lot of benefit from people who draw, because I think that's more people that appreciate art in a different way. That, I don't know, like, artists are very easy for me to relate to, and I feel like artists are often the people that like my stuff, not like regular people, you know? So I don't know. But I don't know if that's true for everybody, you know? It's like, maybe that's just true for everyone, and it's not like something that makes me different or special. It's just like, yeah, artists just like other artists' stuff. I don't know. Regardless, I want more people to draw. And I think it's a good skill. It's a good skill. Oh, the wing actually looks a little better than I thought it was gonna look. I feel good about that one. I feel good about that one. Damn, this style is actually... It's a lot of fun. And I feel like I understand it. Gotta darken this up a little bit. Stands out. I'm gonna flip it really quick. See if anything feels like it's missing. I think the tentacles and the fist, not the big fist, the small fist, the small hand, I guess, need a little bit more detail. And then I think like this kind of needs like just a little bit of small amount of motion going on here, you know what I mean? Doesn't have to be crazy. And then we add the white over the top. I'm also gonna add some here as well. Yeah, that looks better. Because we didn't add like any detail at all to the fist here. So add something kind of similar here. And I kind of like that, like mine feels a little bit more rough and scratchy compared to the original. Because I feel like that is something I'm okay with being associated with like my artwork, is that it's a little bit rougher, it's a little bit scratchier. Rather, because like here I'm trying to like make sure it's like scratched out lines, whereas like here it's blocks of color, it's solid blocks of color. Or tone, I guess, not color, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Because it is easier to just add the block of color, as long as you know where it goes. And he's not holding anything, so you get to just kind of be a little bit creative about where all this stuff is gonna go. I do wish I kind of hit his arm more. Okay, I'm okay with that. And then, like I said, the tentacles This one feels right. These feel like they need a lot more love. Okay. And then make sure it curves a little here.
Open up the clear blue sky. I'll be there to hold you close in my mind. Can you see the snow?
The hell is that?
Down the sea below. Celebrate
All right.
new day to start again.
I think that's right. I think we can actually go for some blackout around here. I don't want to go crazy about it, but we can.
I'll press on myself as me. Change the darkness into a flawless spring. No matter how you try to fly, the ice will bring you down again. Feel the night with us.
Sticking this up a little bit.
Open your heart to the place where dreams born. I'll be there.
Y'all ever randomly just like get a smell? Like I'll get like nostalgic smells. And I think I'm not like, you know how there's like super tasters? I think I'm the opposite of that. Ooh, is this too much? That might have been too much, man. We can try to erase some of it, I guess. I don't know. Because I think that was way too much. I think I'm the opposite of like a super taster. Because like I can taste something and be like, dang, that's good. I like that. I like that because it's spicy, or I like that because it's savory, you know. But then whenever I taste something and I'm like, oh, what is that? I'm trying to like, I'm just horrible at figuring it out. I'll be like, oh, that's vanilla, and then no, there's like strawberries in there, and I'm like, oh, yeah, strawberries for sure. You know, I don't know. I'm terrible at that. But every once in a while, for no reason, I'll get hit with a smell, and I'm like, oh man, I haven't smelled that in years. That's from my childhood. Sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze. I'll be like, oh, that's from my childhood. What is that? What is that? What is that? And I'm like, I can't pinpoint it, but I only smell it like once, briefly, randomly, and like it won't be because like I walked by a place that smelled that way, or that I actually smelled it. It'll just like randomly hit me, and I'm like, what the hell? Am I okay? That's like normal, right? That's normal, right? As I'm saying this, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's normal for me. I've always had that. But sometimes it's nice because it'll be a smell that I'm like, oh, I've smelled that recently. I know what that is. And I smelled tamarind just now. I'm like, oh, tamarind, dude. I love tamarind. Let's add some of that to here as well. Okay. I think we also need to add some kind of like crossing over like this. Right? Am I making it worse? I think I am. I think I'm making it worse for just a second. Hold on. I'm right about what it needs. I'm not doing it right though. I need it to be like more consistent. Ooh, that last one was not though. I think it also doesn't need to be perfectly square. It needs to be like at an angle. Ugh, I didn't like those lines. Okay. Yeah, we're getting somewhere, we're getting somewhere. And then a little bit more cross hatching here. I feel like the shadow it's casting is a little too obvious, maybe. Let's flip it. Let's flip it. Let's flip it. No, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I think the only thing I want to do is add like little bits of detail to the teeth. Because when he smiles, I kind of make it look a little cartoony and stuff, but I do want it to still look like teeth a little bit. I don't want to do too much, but we'll add some little details here. I think maybe something like that would make sense. Or could it be the other way? The other way might be easier and better. Yeah. Make sure we do that too. Who was happy to see Asterion and Lies of P? I wasn't really big of a Asterion fan, to be real. But it was cool. It was cool to see him in there. I feel like the ones that everybody loves is Asterion and Shadowheart, and they were not for me, man. Not for me. I really enjoyed. What did I like? I liked Karlach a lot. I thought Karlach was great. Hey, soldier. You know, give me one of those, and I'm like, yes, I'm ready to fight. Who else did I like? When I did the evil run, I loved Minthara. Minthara was great. And like the banter with some of those characters, you know, like she's got great banter with Gale. And Gale's such a pushover, you know, so it's like he just lets it happen. Says something like, you give me the vibes of a third child or something that gets like sacrificed, or I don't know, something like that. I'm like, yes, that's true. She's true right now. Lae'zel is cool too. Lae'zel is cool. I think this is done. Saving right now because I don't want to lose anything, but it might be like pretty much done. The I'm trying to think who my party was because I always had a Dabber Dirge, but the first run, who did I have? I'm trying to think, man. I don't even know who I used. I used my Tav. I used Karlach for sure. I don't think I used Lae'zel. I don't think I used Asterion. And I know I didn't use Shadowheart because I actually killed Shadowheart early. So I think I used Gale. I must have used somebody else, and I can't remember who it is. Who else is in the Baldur's Gate party? I didn't use Will because I think I was... Or did I use Will? No, I think I did use Will. I think it was Will. Yeah, it was Will. And then in my evil playthrough, I had the Dirge, I had Minthara, I had Lae'zel, and I had Asterion. And Asterion was really strong, but only because I respec'd him to like monk and did like a throwing monk thing, or not throwing monk thing, like something else. But I'm trying to think if it needs tone in some way. I feel like it kind of does. This is gonna look hideous for a second. Just trust, though. Okay, tone. What is the tone for your... Okay, yeah, it's about 80. Alright, so it's gonna mess up really fast, really quick. For like no reason. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing, but it's gonna do it and we have to wait. But it's gonna select some big space that it shouldn't be selecting. I don't know why it does this. Ugh. Tired today, man. I'm tired. I think we will have a little bit of time to do a little bit of work on the next panel. But it won't be very much. It'll be very little. Because I think by like 2:30, which is like 45 minutes from now, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Okay. Select these two spots here, then we'll kind of reselect what makes the most sense. Yep. And I trust this. I trust that. It says like 80-ish. Put that down. See how that works out. I don't know if I'll halftone it. I feel like he kind of doesn't need it. Hi, sweetie kitty. You want to come back? You want to come back on stream? Has the fame gotten to your head? She'd be the type of kitty to let that go to her head. Tell you what. Alright, let's give 30 a shot for the tentacles there. You can come up. Come hang out. Come on. She wants me to go to her, but that's simply not happening. Simply not happening. Okay, what are we all selecting here? The wing in there. Get the arm in there. Come on up. What are you staring at me for? Come on. There you go. Kitty Cam. Kitty Cam. Hi. Hi, cutie. What do we... Oh, you're seeing how far it's come? It looks like crap right now. Because I have all the layers turned off. You gotta trust. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? You don't fit there. What you doing? Hmm? You just want butt scratches. I know you. That's all you want. That's all you want is butt scratches. Oh, she's licking my pencil. Do you want to say hello? Can't bring you guys any lower. But maybe she says hi up here. Look. Look at this. See this right here? That's my phone. That's my phone you're biting. Let's bring her down a little lower. About as low as I can go. Sorry. Hi. Look up here. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody in the world could see ya. Yes. Oh, that's my death dealer right there. That's Mally the death dealer. Yep. Sweetie pie. Hi. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. That's what I want. Okay, well, she's just gonna sit on the keyboard for now. But you're sitting on the Z, so I need you not to sit on the Z. Thank you. How big is that? That's big enough for now. Just fill in the spots I need to. You hold down the shift real quick, okay? What is it? That one. Here we go. Yeah, I can still pet you. I can still pet you. Don't worry. Don't you worry. I think the wings are also dark. Oh, I missed this little detail there. And then gotta remove a lot here. I think we can pretty much remove just about all of it here. I think it's 40 textured, maybe? That goes on top? What's under there? Oh, is that a secret little pocket? Oh, you got brushed yesterday. You're leaving hair everywhere. I'm gonna need the lint brush. You shed like crazy. You shed like crazy. You just got brushed. Alright, let's turn this back on so you can kind of see what's going on. Okay, I think it's actually gonna work just fine. I just gotta fill in this little spot here that I missed, and then there's another little spot there. But it's looking good. It's looking good. I do think that the whole fist should at least be the 20. I don't think we need more than that, but we do need that. You looking at my little secret drawer? There's nothing in there. Just some pens. Alright. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking good. Let's zoom out a little. Whoa, not that much. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I don't think it needs halftone. I think we leave it. Leave it without the halftone. There's no text on there, right? No. What's up? You getting up? You getting up, chubby? There's my chubby girl. Okay. You got business to attend to. I know you're a busy girl. Damn, that's a lot of hair. That's a lot of hair for a lot of girl. Okay, cool. Well, we're done with this page. So I'm happy about that. Come back over here. Oh, one thing I wanted to do while we wait. I wanted to show this cool drawing I did. Let me, come over here. Come over here. Check this out. I did this while at the art market. That, didn't really go super well, but I did do this. So I'm like, hey, I did something. I did something. Where is it? There it is. Yes, yes, yes. Very small. But let's tilt it that way a little bit. And I felt really good about it because before that, before I did this one, I tried doing a drawing based off of, because the space that I was in at this art market had a lot of art around it, obviously. And I was like, oh, it's kind of inspiring and stuff. I don't need to move the camera. Let's just get back over here. We'll open this new file here. But anyways, I didn't need to like look too hard in order to be inspired by some art. And I saw something and I was like, oh, let me like use it kind of as like a reference. Like I'm not gonna draw the same thing, but I'm gonna try to draw my own thing and use it as like a reference. It didn't turn out very. I kind of gave up about halfway through because I was like, this isn't looking good. Like halfway through the sketch, I was like, I'm gonna scrap it. And I was like, I'm just gonna do whatever comes to mind. And that's what came to mind with no reference. And I was like, I'm doing pretty all right. And there was like no space on the table for me to draw. I kind of was like holding my sketchbook. And like, it's not the cleanest looking, but I feel like the lines are actually pretty clean for like me having like holding the sketchbook and holding the pen and drawing at the same time. So that was cool. That was cool. And what else is cool is this big ass panel. This big ass panel, which is gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 layers. 9 layers in here. What are they all? Got the background line art. We got the eyeball line art. We got the monkeys line art. We got our villain Forbes line art. Oops. We got speed lines 1 and speed lines 2. We got a details layer. We got that rip. And we got that crack. Okay. So small adjustments I will make for this. This is the layer. Okay. So we're gonna go through here. We're gonna bring this down just a little bit. Okay. We are going to take the rip, move it over just a little bit. Right about here is okay. We're gonna take the whole rest of the panel. Gonna make it a tiny bit bigger. And I wouldn't change any of this if it wasn't that the panel itself is like taller than the actual storyboard. I was actually okay with the composition of everything, but because I wanted to fill out this space a little better, I'm adjusting this. Okay, and then the last little detail I will do is take the crack here and just move it up. It doesn't need to be totally covered up by the wing there. We can utilize more space. Actually, I think I might still move it over a little bit. Yeah. So we'll work based off of that. Alrighty. We only have about like 30 minutes worth of time. So we're gonna do what we can. Okay. And then this eyeball. Kind of the main attraction here. Sorry, I just shut up for like a straight 30 seconds to a minute because I'm locked in on this eyeball. But that's okay. That's all right. I was kind of also distracted by the music for a second there. Oh, that was hideous. That was a hideous line. Whoever thought to make that line. It was also kind of hideous at the end there. All right. See if I can do this. First, nope. I was gonna say, see if I can do this first try. Alrighty. Let's go. Let's go. Sorry, I did it again. I just like didn't speak. Some lines that take some extra brain cells to work on, you know. Oh, I already don't have enough to spare, I tell you what. Every single brain cell just gets used for, I don't know. That sentence took too many brain cells. I couldn't even finish it. Couldn't even finish it, man. I didn't even have an idea of what to say. Brain cell donation. Is that something? Is that something maybe? Is that cool? Alright. You know, maybe we'll actually get a little farther than I thought. Because we just finished the eyeballs line art without. It's not even 2. It's not even 2 yet. We got 30 more minutes. Oh, okay. Alright. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Alright. Okay, this one's gotta go. Let me remove it from the playlist, like, right now. Because every time this one comes up, I'm like, oh, the vibe's getting weird. The vibe's getting weird. Remove from playlist, okay. And actually, we're gonna jump away from this. We're gonna go for, like... We never play this, the Titan Souls one. Let's do that for a second. Something a little new. Something a little different. Y'all ever play Titan Souls, man? I think it's a great game, man. It's my first Souls-like game. Funny to say that it's that. I just thought it was a unique concept that every boss is a one-hit kill. You know? And you're just armed with one bow, or sorry, one arrow in your bow. Okay. Dude really got rocked, man. Holy. No, we won't get too deep in the details there, because that'll just get annoying later. Alright. Okay, alright, we're getting there now. Getting there now. Okay. I don't think I ever really sat down to listen to the Titan Souls soundtrack. Like all that much. Just enough to like be like, can I put this song in here? Yes. Okay. Can I put this song in here? Yeah. Okay. What is that? What is this right here? This whole thing. What am I looking at? Oh, part of the jacket maybe. That makes sense. Let's do like this little part of the hair real quick. And then like in a really thin line, we'll do that. So at least that like line weight will kind of like show that it's off in the distance a little bit. But the color will probably also kind of tell you, or the tone. Alrighty. I just had an idea. What if I made a cover? I don't know what cover I'd do. It'd be whenever I'm in the mood to do this style, but like China tea sets. Like that beautiful blue, sometimes red, sometimes even like purple or black. But it's usually blue, like China, that like has all those like beautiful designs on it. What if in like that style I made a cover for Kannibal? That might be cool. That might be cool. All right. It's his hair. I don't think there's any more. There's some teeth I need to like add in here, right? Other than that, yeah, there's not much more. Trying to guess what boss this is. Is this the rolling golem? Titanic. Must be, I don't know. I don't know. Could be the first one, maybe. Ah! I really liked Knight. I think it's like Elhanan. Knight Elhanan in this game. So cool, dude. Like the first time you come up on him, it's pretty cool because you're like, oh crap, it's like me but like better. It's me but better, you know. And it's a hard fight, but it's pretty badass, man. It's a pretty badass fight regardless. I think I'll leave that there just as it is. We just need the arm. Okay. I'm gonna hit save now. Oh, you know what? I never even closed the other page. I need to do that. Oh, man. I think we have time for Forbes line art. Maybe that's about it. I think that's what I'll call it. I think if that's true, though, kind of want to end on a vibe, man. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Y'all remember this one? Oh yeah. We're gonna go crazy. We're gonna draw this crazy style. Okay. There's a line I missed here. I've not played Vampire Survivors in a little minute now. I was deep into it for a while, but I think it completed the collection, so maybe that's why I stopped playing it. I know there's a lot more you can do in the game, but I wasn't that interested. Alright. Hello again, kitty. What's up? I wonder if she thinks it's dinner time. Does the fist really go like that? It goes like this, right? Sorry, I'm just looking at how I drew this like thumb and going, I don't think it should be drawn that way. Alright, we only have a couple more tracks to finish up for Orb. It's only 3 queued up. I think it's possible. Oh man, what a bop. Okay. We're getting there, we're getting there. And right down here. Did I do the... I did, okay. Didn't get the storyboard. I imagine the color would be slightly different for the wings, but I had already made up my mind. Yeah, that's it right there. That's it right there, baby. We're gonna stick with this for now. This is what we have. But we'll jump right back in tomorrow. And if we can finish it quick enough, I want to be detailed with it, so I don't want to rush it. But if we can be quick enough, we can start on the next page too. Because I am like, because I had to end so early yesterday, I definitely could have finished, I think, the Ford thing, or at least gotten very close, and then made a lot more progress on this today. Oh well, you know, life plays out the way it does. But I am like, I'm a page behind here. I'm like half a page behind. More, not quite half. It's like more than half, but whatever. Y'all don't care about that. Y'all don't care about the details. But yes, tomorrow, another day, another stream. Another day, another stream. That's tomorrow. But should be back to normal, at least. And we'll keep right at it. We'll keep right at it, and hopefully, wish me luck on this art market today. Hopefully, the poll performances bring in a lot of money. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But that's it. That's it. New video today. Check out the new video. It'll be out like 3-ish hours. Check it out. I'm very excited for it to come out. And yeah, all I've got for you is that I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Nibblings. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.